there, Surf from 17 once again. This is my Dawn of Dreams hard no damage run. We're in part 2 of Stage 12. This is a test of Valor that involves killing 6 Genma generals. The best way to do this is to chain the Isen criticals. If done correctly, you can clear an entire room. Also, this is a really good place to farm for orbs if you have the red bell and you're good at the Ascend techniques, because not only is it quick and easy, but it's fun, and a lot of the orb farming techniques on this game are not the most fun, so this one kept me motivated when I wanted to upgrade things. However, I have stints where I just cannot land Ascends. I go from being able to do it perfectly every time I try to just I can't land a single one, and I don't know what it is. I have no idea. It's obviously some kind of placebo-based, superstitious bullshit that I get into my mind and psychologically just ruin my timing or something. But if you're having problems with those criticals and you weren't an hour ago, it just kind of happens. And I suppose it's like anything else. Every so often, you just don't play as well as you would like to. Some people play better when they're mad. Some people play worse when they're mad. It all depends on what kind of caliber player you are. And I don't think that's a skill assessment. I think it's just like a mentality, because believe it or not, people do have gaming styles. I know it probably sounds quite pretentious, and when I say this, I don't mean talking over videos or personas. I literally mean the way you play a game will probably be inherently the way you approach any problems in life or any situation. And it's reflected in your gameplay on how you respond to those circumstances. And in a way, I guess it stems as like a digital fingerprint of your experience. Because depending on the games that you've played will depend on, how you look at the world of gaming. For instance, if you're a player who's never touched any game and you come into something, you're probably spending more time looking at the controller than you are the game, because you don't know how to do it. You can't move two analogs at the same time. It's like driving a car. When you're first behind, that steering wheel and those pedals, it's just like, how the fuck will this ever become natural? And through repetition, you do get better at things. And then you contrast that to, say, somebody who's played every game in the particular series of whichever that one is you're playing, and they will approach what they're doing completely differently to how you did. And I think that's one of the most interesting things about videos on YouTube. You get to see how people approach things. Ooh, this is funny. The enemy who I'm running past I call him the bitch God Hand player. And you probably think that's a hell of a lot of words to mock an enemy, and it is, but if you don't know what I mean, is that enemy can get into a loop where all it does is duck, and on God Hand, if you knock the analog up repeatedly, you are almost 100% immune to attacks. The only ones that will catch you are ones that are vertical. Verticals or sweeps. Every other attack will miss, because God Hand has this thing where if you mash evade, you can be almost invincible, but it doesn't actually help you get any better. It's a weird thing about that game. Evading on it can be spammed and it's effective, but you still get your ass kicked. And that dude is literally a Gene player who does nothing but spam evade. So that right there was the Isen on this boss. The only move you can critical is when he throws that weird rapey centipede whip thing at you. And that's the Ascend time, and you immediately afterwards have to dodge, because if you don't, he will adjust the trajectory and hit you with the move you just criticaled. It's the weirdest Isen in the game, and that might have been like a 40-second fight, but that took about 40 minutes, because the timing on those is so tight, guys. It's insanely specific, so good luck with it. That is by far the easiest way to beat that boss, because the other one involves avoiding all the bullshit, and you can absorb it if you want to, but we're going to fight him again, and we're going to embarrass him again, so this should be just redemption for people who've struggled on that fight, because on normal, I did, and I know how it feels. So thank you very much for watching, and you take care now.